Hey guys, during this video, I'll just be following up from a previous video on house hacking. So I'm just going to be taking you through the detailed numbers of the investment property that Ellen and myself live in now. Now this is our first investment property. I'm just going to be showing you all of the raw numbers, pretty much the first 12 months since we purchased the investment property. All right, before I get into it, this is very numbers oriented. So if you have any issues at all with following along, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to help. All right, so I'm looking at my computer right now. So we purchased the property for $220,000 in January of 2020. We purchased it with a 3.5% down FHA loan. So the 3.5% down of $220,000 is $7,700 down. When you add on top, $5,000 to $7,000 in closing costs, that comes out to around $14,000 that we came to the closing table with. $14,000 to buy a $220,000 property. That's not bad at all. So in the mortgage, right now in the mortgage, we are paying $1,500 a month. $250 of that is the PMI, the private mortgage insurance, which we talked about in the last video. Another $250 of that is taken up by the taxes and the insurance. The rest of the $1,000, so the $600 is the interest payment and $400 is the principal. While that does seem like a lot for the interest, as opposed to obviously the interest payment's more than the mortgage payment right now, we are still in the early period of this loan. So the first 5 to 8, maybe 10 years typically is the interest payments are going to be more than the principal payments. But as you go into the second and the third decades of the 30-year fixed mortgage, your interest and the principal is just going to be going like that. So in the second decade, you're going to be paying more principal. In the third decade, you're going to be paying almost no interest because all the interest is going to be paid off. You're going to be paying all principal. So that's just how it works. Don't be daunted by those numbers. It does look like we're paying a lot of interest. I mean, we are over the course of the loan, but in terms of the month to month, the first 10 years is always going to be the worst. But that's with every loan. Now we are renting next door for $1,000 a month. So if we bought a single family residential property for $220,000, we would be out of pocket $1,500 per month every single month. But because we bought a duplex, we are house hacking, and we rent it out next door for $1,000 a month, we're only out of pocket $500 a month, which is great. All right, so next one is appreciation. The appreciation of this property is great. So the Southwest Florida area, we have about, in the area, about 1,000 people per day moving to Southwest Florida, which is wild because you have a lot of people from out west, the Northeast, the Midwest, who are just coming down, taking advantage of the sun, taking advantage on some of the citizen-friendly laws that we have in the state. And that's one of the reasons why the rent has increased and the appreciation of the properties all across Southwest Florida have just blown up. This property that we're living in right now in Lehigh Acres in Florida, it appreciated by 12% last year. 12% is around $25,000 is what it appreciated to, which is 25 grand in our pocket for doing nothing really, or just buying the property. So the equity in this property over the past 12 months equates to about $4,800. So the $400 of equity per month for 12 months, $4,800, pretty simple. So the appreciation, as I said before, the $25,000 in the appreciation for literally buying the property, for doing nothing, just letting the population growth and the demand for the area just increase the value like there's no tomorrow. So that comes out to $29,800, almost $30,000 that we gained in net worth just for buying this property. Now, as you remember before, we paid $14,000 at closing. So $7,700 of that was the down payment. Another, $6,000 to $7,000 is for the closing costs. So let's just say we paid $14,000 on closing day, okay? And then another $6,000 just for the year. So $500 per month in the mortgage payments, $6,000 for the year. That comes out to, long story short, $20,000 that we paid in the first year of owning this property. This is really important here. This is why I love house hacking. We paid $20,000 for the first year to own this property, just for the first year. And in the first year alone, we received back $29,800. I'm gonna say that again. We paid $20,000 to get this property and to own this property paid off for the first year. We received back in net worth $29,800. Yes. Yes. Those are the real numbers. We are making money by owning this duplex. That's exactly what that means. We are making money. Every single year we're making money. Next year will be even better because in the 2021, we haven't paid the $14,000 down payment because we already own the property. So it's just $6,000 to, for the mortgage payments, and then another $29,000. That's just going to be more return on investment, which is even better. And for the first year, $20,000 that we're paying and receiving $29,800 back, I will take that investment all day, every day. And that is the power of house hacking. House hacking is such an incredible tool. If you want to get into house hacking, if you want to get into real estate, or even if you don't want to get into real estate, you just want to increase your net worth, you want to pay down some costs, pay down your mortgage, you want to have control over your house, you want to put a fence up, you want to put a nail in the wall like you can't when you're renting, house hacking. You need to house hack. Whether you just came out of college and you're still happy with renting out the rooms, with just buying a house and renting out each room, or whether you want to buy a duplex, a triplex, or a quadplex and rent out all the other units, this is the key to financial freedom. Starting off in your investing career, house hacking is crucial for laying the foundation for your financial freedom in the future. Now, if anyone has any questions on how you can get started with house hacking in your area, please give me a call and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do really appreciate it. Staying true to the topic of house hacking, during the next video, I will be showing you the interview that I have with one of my very good friends who lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. He is house hacking a duplex that he just bought a month ago. So he's just going to be sharing with you some of the insights that he has, some of the experiences he went through, some of the good things, the bad things, some inspections, some the networking that he's done to get to the place that he is right now with his house hacking career. Don't miss that video because he's going to bring a world of knowledge. Thanks guys, see you then.